Hello everyone, this is Mr.MonsterConnoisseur, and today I'm going to be doing more stuff on MonsterGirlCaps. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, this one is Cavalry in Position by Big Bourgeoisie. Alright, apparently, soldier beetles really love their job, to the point that it'll turn into passive roleplay. Husband 1-1, be advised, going blanky mode, over. Honey, please just come out of bed. She had wrapped herself up in a giant sleeping bag and was refusing to move. Surprisingly, seemingly, roleplaying was a stationary IFV. Negative, husband 1-1, priority fire mission requires use of secondary weapons, platform, over. You look over at the sleeping bag besides the king-side bed and saw her turning her head in a slow scanning manner as if looking for targets. Husband 1-1, scanning for hostile BMPs, over. You don't even know what that word means. That was never a part of your training. You just heard that when you were playing Modern Warfare 2. She rotates the whole sleeping bag, making a vertical half wall. Honey, don't make me drag you in here. Negative, husband 1-1, weapon baggage exceeds your lifting capacity, over. You get up. Fine, if you won't come to bed, I'll just come to you. You unzip the bag and she talks frantically. Husband 1-1, we're being overrun. Request retreat on your end, over. Cuddle against her chubby body that is no longer concealed without her armor, and you pull up the zipper, pulling you both together in a close cocoon. Husband 1-1, retreat, over. You pull her into a deep kiss in which you moans into, taking time to slowly examine every inch of your mouth. You slowly separate and hug her tightly. Husband 1-1, we've been captured. I mean, that's honestly sort of cute. Alright then, to the next one. Alright, Walk into Cuddles by Big Bourgeoisie. Alright then. Another day of long hardship at school made you trudge home. You longed for some warmth, some compassion and empathy, yet found none. Your eyes weighed heavily, and you looked only to the cement in front of you, your peripheral vision darkening under the weight of loneliness. It was not until she was too many years away that you beheld a massive figure approaching you. Well, must be my lucky day. Before you could look up, your vision was totally obscured by the voluptuous chest of the figure. Then came a euphoric feeling of touch, a furry paw palming your back, the back of your head. You shudder and moan before prostrating yourself and making such an embarrassing sound. Slowly look up and witness glorious hair, the color of snow, adorning a tan face. Everything you have ever dreamed of. You are a Yeti, like the ones I've heard about. She smiles. It's absolutely right, boy. She squeezes you tighter and kisses you in the top of your head. Your body shakes in her wonderful grasp. Why are you doing this for me? It was obvious as he walked up to you that you were in desperate need of a touch. Is there anyone more qualified than me to help with that? She takes off your backpack and your shirt as you are getting undressed. It is only now that you saw the myriad of portals opening around you, with monsters emerging from them. Let's get all this off you. It's weighing down your soul. After disrobing you, she slides her hand on your back. Mo! You quickly shut your mouth. She giggles. Oh my, were you about to call me mommy? It's okay. You can be my good boy. What the fuck is this? In broad daylight, you melt in her arms from the overwhelming comfort. Then with incredible strength, she lifts you up in her arms. It's okay. I'll be with you from now on. I mean, that was, interesting. I mean, Yetis are actually, like, pretty good, so I mean, yeah, that's a good one. Next. Running a business in a monster world isn't easy. Posted by moth enthusiast. I have a job as a mid-tier manager at a local tech company. Small team, decent pay, not bad overall. Everything changed when the monsters show up. Suddenly we're constantly having call-offs. Anon, I can't come in today. I'm being meeting first by a hellhound. Anon, I can't come in today. My Lamia GF won't uncoil me. Anon, I can't come in today. Bill from the mailroom turned into an owl and keeps asking me to handle my package. Every day I deal with this shit. I used to have an office with a window, but harpies keep crashing into it, rubbing their ass against the glass. Right? Jokes on them. I'm not an ass. Feels like I'm all the one getting work done since my entire team is spending all their time with their new monsters. Not me though. I'm a hard worker. A single pringle unwilling to mingle. One day, boss stumbled into the office with 6 manticore barbs sticking out of his leg. Looked at me and said he's going on a 3-month-long vacation starting immediately. And then I'll have to man the fort. He's dragged away by a manticore before I can protest. I'm tired of these goddamn monsters in my goddamn business stealing all my workers. Literally just me in the office now. Started hearing spooky noises coming from the coffee room. Sounds a lot more like moans though. Go in and see printing pages I didn't ask for. Goddamn Ghost in the Machine. It's a 600-page manuscript detailing everything the ghost wants to do to me. It even has Venn diagrams. Rush to the phones to call the Ghostbusters. Ghost pops out of the phone and licks my ear, saying why they go Ghostbusters when I can be your ghost nutter. Collapse to the floor and cry in my hands. I just wanted to do business. Ghost won't stop hovering over my shoulder going aura. Anyways, that's why the business is closed. And oh yeah, I'm getting married to the ghost in about a week, so yeah. You know, this one was legitimately funny. It was like one of those. Well, I mean, this is a green text, but it was whatever in my compilation that I'm currently editing. So yeah. Don't smile. Posted by user Bumbling Scrublord. Welcome home, honey. How was your day? The bubbly voice of an Anubis woman could be heard calling to her boyfriend as he walked through the front door. She silently ran up to greet him, only to see a troubled look on his face. That bad, huh? The Anubis hating seeing her boyfriend sad. She needed to liven his mood as quick as possible. Thankfully, she knew there was one surefire way to do it. Oh, I know what will cheer you up. Let's play a round of Don't Smile. The couple had invented this game years ago. It had gotten them through many bad days. You know the rules. If I can get you to smile in less than a minute, you don't have to obey any request I make for the rest of the night. And if I lose, you'll be able to order me around. The pair nodded in agreement. Their battle would be legendary and hard fought. Ready, set, go. The Anubis quickly placed 2 of her fingers to peel the corners of her mouth and distorted her face into the funniest shape possible. Gone where? The Anubis muffled out. Her boyfriend's face stared back, the same blank expression from earlier. With half her time already gone, the slightly competitive woman began to panic. She needed a new plan if she hoped to secure victory. Her boyfriend could tell she was thinking hard as her fluffy ears bounced around on her head in all directions, like a light bulb going off in her head. The Anubis thought of the perfect scheme. She gave a cocky, faint smirk as she leaned down towards the man. He braced himself for the worst, like tickling, but nobody would prepare for the Anubis' ultimate technique. Mwah, you better not smile, the Anubis said as she kissed the man's forehead. She rocked back on her heels before repeating the process. Mwah. Whatever you do, don't even think about smiling. Mwah. I wouldn't smile if I were you, honey. Mwah. The man defenseless against the unforeseen cute attack Couldn't stop himself from grinning ear to ear, and his blush spread across his face. Now there's the smile I love. Looks like you've lost again. And I'm still undefeated. Don't smile, champion. Hooray! The triumphant Numis did a tiny victory dance before he got down to the important matter at hand. Now what would my first request be? The woman's big tail started to wag fiercely behind her. The more she thought, the faster her tail moved. Oh, I've got it. You and I should spend the rest of the night cuddling while watching TV till we fall asleep. Before her boyfriend could even respond, he was already being picked up off the ground by his tall girlfriend and carried to the bedroom. I don't want to hear any excuses either. You lost fair and square. So buckle up, mister. You're going to have a wonderful evening with your amazing girlfriend, and you're going to like it. All the man could do in the face of his girlfriend's unwavering positivity was smile. I mean, that was sort of cute. Next one. Farm hands are disposable. Posted by user Juan Spicy Boy. She stares at you silently. Starts walking away from you towards the bar. You chase after her, struggling to keep up with her longer legs. Finally, make it inside. She points to a nearby pile of hay. Shoot. Let me get my bucket first. She grabs your shoulder with a steel grip. Your mouth. Sorry? I'll use your mouth. She moves forward, pushing you onto the pile. Her incredible ass pins your hip. She wastes no time pulling down at her top and thrusts her massive chest forward. You can now clearly see the blush on her face. She moves even closer, licking her lips, issues a single command. Suck. I mean, that's one way to be forward, I guess. Next. Company Treasure by Juan Spicy Boy. Get hired to be an assistant treasure. Figure it's a typo. But it'd be cool to work alongside a treasurer and learn the ropes about corporate liquidity, investments, and risk management. Turns out the title was spelled correctly. Your job consists of you sitting alone in your Dragon Boss's treasure room. All you have to do for 8 hours is make sure you're presentable and look valuable. Otherwise, you're free to browse the internet on your laptop or even play video games while in the vault. Absolutely no stealing from our hoard. She will know. You're not sure about work experience, but your boss guarantees you a permanent position if you stay with the company. Yeah, this is this is sort of funny, honestly. Next. How are you, Ed? My Juan Spicy Boy. Connoisseur. Low-key farm wedding. Barn instead of a church. Engraved cowbell instead of a ring. Hellhound. Devolves into a giant orgy 5 minutes in, with the bride riding the groom all the way through the ceremony. Sometimes she stops to high-five a friend or relative. Unicorn. The most vanilla wedding imaginable. Seriously, it's like out of a wedding catalog. Bicorn. Bicorn introduces the brides one by one as they line up to get fucked by the groom. She eats out She's the last one to go, of course. Can take a long time. Sea Bishop. Potentially the shortest one. And they had to save you from drowning with their power. If not, it's a really touching ceremony. Usually they weave the prayer to Poseidon with the words of their own. Shoggoth, normalish, bridesmaids are the bride's sister. Their granddaughter from the future, and the literal concept of space-time. What the fuck? Wendigo, very rustic. Usually happens in a forest clearing. They walk around an old runestone and are presented with a new coat afterwards. Reception consists of roasted striche anime meat. Numus. Bridezilla falls short. The schedule they have is down to the minute and will not be interrupted. Expect a thorough cleaning of her tongue after putting your face in the cake. What? Dragon. Basically a giant one-up contest. Everyone wants to be the talk of the mountain, and the reception is lavish, showcasing everything in their hoard and with their greatest treasure. Her husband ends her masterpiece, cockatrice. Structured at a race, finish line is a reception. Can take a long time as well, as both the couple and the guests take frequent breaks to rest. Of course, this is nice. Next, The Best Catch by Big Bourgeoisie. It was calm day on the lake. You sat in your rowboat, fishing, rod in hand. You had no idea what was going on, but you had some sort of divine luck today. 11 fish in 30 minutes. Such inhuman fortune was bizarre, but very welcome in your eyes. After the 15th fish, you decide that you want to eat one. You take out your knife and cut the fish laterally. You force it open and see something strange. The flesh of the fish is bruised and unnaturally bent, as if it had been beaten. You look over at the other fish you had caught, and upon closer inspection, all were similarly bruised in the middle of the body. It's kind of spooky. Come to think of it, those fish didn't put up much of a fight once they were on the hook. You start to worry the water may have been contaminated, till a loud splash sounds from the other side of the boat. You look back at the rear of the boat. Should have known. Right in front of you, a mershark is resting her arms on the hull, one of her hands resting under her chin. She had piercing yellow eyes, with pupils like narrow slits. Hey, no need to worry. You know that this is the best tactic against a shark, is to keep still and make little movement. Or is that bears? Hey. Her delicate smile reveals her many teeth, all laced with demon silver rather than enamel. You enjoy the wedding gift? You look confusingly at the pile and back to her. Wedding goose. Reality dawns upon you. You fell right into that one. She leaps up and grabs your shirt collar with both hands. Ours. And then it started. Monetization. The end. Well, I mean, I don't really get any money from these videos in the first place. I don't know if this is more of a fan thing, but anyways, yeah, that was cute. Next. Put on the Spot, posted by user Big Bourgeoisie. After years of browsing expensive memorabilia and adoration, the day had finally come. Every phone, radio, and TV broadcasted a warning from the DHS that monster girls were invading. People were probably running scared. This was your dream. Outside the window, dragons, harpies, demons, and creatures of all kinds swooped down on their prey. Time to get one yourself. You open the front door, where a hellhound is passing by and perks up at hearing the door open. Ah, perfect. One of my favorites. As expected, she is much taller than you, and her are wonderful. Yet something was off. She sees you and widens her eyes, but then just stands there. She doesn't move at all, other than a light quivering of her lips. Surely this couldn't be right. 15 seconds pass. She does not move. Anticipation is killing you. You, looking for someone to root? After saying that, she snaps back to reality. Yes, so sorry. It's just that I hadn't seen a real man my whole training. Forgetting my line in. She speaks way too quickly for you to understand. Tears then begin to well up in her eyes. She looks away. You're not quite sure what to do. It was extremely unorthodox for a hellhound to act this way. You try to put your hand on her shoulder, but her eyes look up in fear down the street. As you look as well, another hellhound, even taller than the one in front of you, was fiercely sprinting down the street towards you. No doubt, taking advantage of the one in action. The hellhound in front of you pushes you into your house and slams the door closed, whereupon she pounces on you to conceal the scent of your spirit energy. A minute passes and all is quiet. The other hellhound is probably scurrying off. She lies on top of you and covers her weeping eyes. I'm sorry. I'm a weak failure of a hellhound. you gently take the paws off her face. It's okay. I'm not gonna run away. I mean, that was cute. Well, I believe that's the end anyways, so, yeah. This has been Mr.MonsterConnoisseur, also known as Hot Dog Man Thing, and, yeah, this has been MonsterGirlCaps on the Reddit. So, yeah, please support all the creators in the description, and, yeah, good night.